Some gloves. Alright, so he's just packing it in there, getting it in, just making sure we're in there good, that's all. With this little homemade tool thing. So in the process of filling those holes on around the live well, the old holes, like I said, we're gonna do Holland deck in here, or on these holes. We had noticed the coring was soaked and rotted. So we cleaned it all out, and you can see what it turns into. It's almost like paper chips, or whatever your wood chips. So what I got is a high temperature heat gun. We are just letting it dry out that way, and we'll fill it all in. Just do it the right way. So what I'll probably use is this fiberall. The fiberall is like a Holland deck, but from what I've been told from a couple of boat builders, shout out Staples, if you follow him on YouTube, he had told me the fiberall's got a little more body and structure to it and won't crumble as easy as it were if you were trying to fill in a big section with Holland deck. So that's what we're going to start with. Pack it in there and then follow through with some glass on the exterior of it, just to really seal it all in there. So take 10 steps to get 1 step done. Alright, so I make some fiberall. Stuff's kind of like kitty hair, the Bondo stuff. Some pretty good fur in it. 3-to-1 mixture. Kicks off quick supposedly, so you gotta go quick. Try to get it done relatively quick if we can. So we're gonna pack this in there, get it in deep. Again, this is the fiberall, U-Paul fiberall. I couldn't find a video online of this stuff, but they do sell it, obviously. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna stop packing around in there. Alright, so he's just packing it in there, getting it in, just making sure we're in there good, that's all. With this little homemade tool thing that he's got. He's sanding down the areas that we filled so we can put some glass in there now just to lock it in. Wrapped up all the recoring. I mean, we didn't actually recore, we just used the fiberall stuff just because it wasn't really worth trying to dig it all out, cut it back. I mean, if it was more work, we would have, you know, re-cored it or glassed the whole thing, but it was just some spots we had to fill. So, and there you go, finished product. We just sealed it with some resin because like I said, the hatches are going to go in here, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. Filled holes with Holland deck down inside there, over here, and over there. So came up, put some finishing touches down on these to seal everything. Probably turned out good from yesterday. This will be kind of grinded out and gel coated. Put some gel coat down. Grind out all this, get this ready for paint next. But until then, we're gonna start hanging the hose here. Pop her up underneath, nice up nice and high, where it's thick. Get some 1/2-inch screws and these insulated hangers here so the metal doesn't bite into the hose and ruin it. So running this hose up into here makes me want to swear like crazy. Now I'm sure you could ask, oh, why not run it under the deck and then up? Back here in the stern there's 2 fuel tanks, so it's hard to get back to this side, especially where this new live oil is. So, you know, it's kind of hard to get back there, and so it would be hard to, you know, suspend it. So just figured run it under the rail and then shoot right into the box. Get the hose up, get it mounted. That's where she lies for now. And what's gonna happen is we'll pop a hole somewhere up in here for the water inlet. Probably come in on this side somewhere, so we'll swirl it around. These corners are a little sharp. I may leave them just for the season to see how bad, how bad it messes with the fish, but see what happens. For those of you that don't know, if you get a stern zinc like this, if you can see this metal ring around the where the nut goes, this little bolt. This metal ring is what makes you contact with the back side of your zinc. So always make sure you take off your sticker here. Kind of clean this up the best you can. I got a wire wheel on my drill, and that's what I'm gonna do to clean it right off. Clean it up good. Nice and clean. So I took the sticker off the back of this best I could. Pop it on, tighten it down. You don't want to go too crazy tightening this down, because you strip that out, then you're gonna have to replace all this. So as long as you get a lock washer in there and she's snug, just keep an eye on her. So we've got another day of, there you see it, rain. April showers bring May flowers, but it more like rains every day here in Massachusetts in April. So stuck to doing more projects inside the boat. Shrink wrap's still on. Not what I wanted to do. I was hoping to get that off so I could start working outside. But gonna get all this stuff taken out. Finish painting the engine. She already looks way better. Yeah. Like I said, we still got some stuff to do, so let's get to it. I gotta get all this stuff out. So I already took off the panel here. To add the new one, which is over there. But first things first, I'll go through, label everything. So that way you don't have any issues afterwards. You know, at least you can always figure out what's what after you go through and label it. So everything's pretty much labeled right on these. I'm just gonna go back, like I said, label the wires on the back side now. Alright, so what I'm doing is just writing it on this piece of cardboard as well, so that way when I go to put everything back, I can kind of go back through and land them where I want to and wire them where I want to. If you don't have slack to write it on the jacket like this, like I have here, then just get a piece of tape, white tape obviously, or colored tape that you can read. Do it that way. Gosh, some of this wiring is definitely not up to par. Not good, not good. But it's alright, it's gonna get done. At least it's gonna be better in the right way now. What's gonna happen is all this is gonna get cut out. I'm gonna put a nice piece, fresh piece of starboard in here. Start from scratch. Found these sweet little blades. They're almost like a jigsaw blade, but it's for a sawzall. I found them on Amazon. Awesome when you're doing this type of stuff, cutting stuff out. Especially, I guess it's bigger than a jigsaw, but it definitely helps when you can't get a, well, now they make better jigsaws too. I don't know, it just helps using this rather than a big ass sawzall blade. Cut the rest of the wires ran that I needed to. These two. This is gonna be a like a high floodlight, Durbright light. Awesome light. Can't wait to do a full video on that. And this is a live well pump. What I threw in here was a bus bar for all the negative cables. As you can see, little PSA. This is not what you do. This is a hack. I don't care how much tape you put on this. This is just going to cause problems at some point. Whether it's going to loosen up or anything. Anything can happen. You don't do this. So I'm going to take all this apart and start landing them here and kind of make them all nice and neat. Let's go. Here we go. Final product. Well, sort of not really. What kind of stinks is I went with an 8 switch. 8 switch board here. You know, and I don't have much room if I want to add more, so I'll probably have to do a different style or something here. I mean, I might be able to get a 6. Let's see. I don't know. Possibly get 6 here. As always, guys, appreciate the views. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and a share. Appreciate it.